Coming up this week in NFL Primetime, we've got both Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers trying to get their teams back to 500. The Packers with a steeper battle as 11.5-point dogs against the Bills. And then on Monday night, the Battle of Ohio between the Bengals and the Browns. Here to help us break down those games for NFL Primetime this week, we've got the two-time Super Bowl champion, Bryant McFadden. B-Mac, last season, we would have been amped to see the quarterback battle between Tom Brady and Lamar Jackson in primetime. This year, Tom Brady enters with his worst 7-game record since 2002, and Lamar Jackson only has 3 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in his last 4 games. Books giving the slight edge to the road team, Ravens -1.5, over under 45. How do you see this one playing out?
I love the under. When you look at the 45, the total, I love the under, and here's why. Both offenses, you talked about some of the offensive woes and concerns that we've seen from both quarterbacks. I think those struggles will continue once again. The last 3 ball games for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, averaging 14 points per ball game. That's not Buccaneer-ish. That's not Tom Brady-ish. I think they will be more consistent, to say the least, because the sense of urgency has to be there. But do I expect to see an explosion of points coming from the Buccaneers? No, sir. No, sir. And then when you factor in what we have seen or have not seen from the Baltimore Ravens, the common theme for Baltimore has been getting off to a fast start in the first half and flatlining in the second half. So that has been the consistent theme offensively for them. I have to follow that trend. I don't think this will be an entertaining game, to say the least. And you know, if you look at Thursday Night Football so far, the under has been the ideal target point in regards to bets. So I will follow that trend once again, so give me the under.
Yeah, when we looked at this schedule coming out, we would have thought this would have been an exciting game. But to your point, it's definitely not shaping out to be one. From one struggling future Hall of Famer to the next, Aaron Rodgers is a double-digit underdog for the first time in his career. Bills are now favored by a whopping 11.5 points. Green Bay has lost 3 straight, and they are 0-4 against the spread in October. But can you really lay that many points against Rodgers in primetime?
Why not? Because this is not the Aaron Rodgers that we've seen in years past. This offense is not the Green Bay Packers offense that we've seen in years past. And heck, their defense has been one of the bigger disappointments with their team based on their star power and the personnel they have. So no question, give me Josh Allen, give me Stephon Diggs, give me Von Miller. These guys have been scoring points extremely fast. Defensively, they've been a top-level unit as well, not to mention their ability to put pressure on quarterbacks. And the last time I checked, the offensive linemen for the Green Bay Packers, they haven't done Aaron Rodgers any favors at all. So, yes, this is a large line in regards to NFL games, in regards to playing against Aaron Rodgers. But based on what I've seen in the last few weeks, give me the Buffalo Bills. And not to mention, in their last 6 ball games at home, Buffalo, they're 5-0-1 versus ATS. They've only tied, no losses in regards to their spread. So I think that trend will continue as well. This has been one of the, even though they're not undefeated, I do believe when healthy, the Buffalo Bills might be the best team in the National Football League. And they've been able to showcase that skill set weeks in and weeks out.
I agree with you that the Bills probably are the best team right now in the National Football League. And no one knows football better than you, B-Mac, but fading the public has been profitable this year. When a team draws a majority of bets against the spread, those tickets are only cashing at 41% of the time. So far, 70% of the tickets are on the Bills, which does have me eyeing the Packers and the points, but not sure quite yet. Turning to Monday night, the Bengals head to the Dog Pound as 3-point road favorites. Since he started slow this season, but scored 30-plus points in consecutive games, with Burrow back on track and the Browns hitting the over in 5 of their last 7. Do you play the total or do you like a side?
I like the total, but I like the side more than the total. Give me Cincinnati. Cincinnati, you talked about how they started the season and currently where they're located at as far as production. They have been balling. Hats off to the offensive linemen, because remember, they got criticized so much in the first few weeks because they couldn't protect Joe Burrow. They've done a great job in protecting their quarterback, and because of that, he's standing upright in the pocket, and he's cashing in big time on splash plays to his wide receivers, and not to mention defensively. You know, they've been playing what I call elbow defense, bend but don't break, and that's all you need to do in the National Football League, get timely stops and force offenses to settle for field goals when they get into the red area. So that has been the storyline for their defense, and we're seeing the offense that we saw last year surface right now. So yes, give me Cincinnati laying 3 points, a divisional game against the Cleveland Browns. Last time I checked, the Browns, they're trending in the wrong direction. They're finding ways to lose. They're not explosive. And defensively, they have really dropped the ball as well in regards to expectations.
All right, B-Mac, you know I can't have you on without you giving out a parlay. Are we squeezing the orange? Are we giving out an appetizer? Are we buying some points? What you got for us this week?
Four-legger for everyone watching us right now. I got a mixture of the spread and the totals, right? Starting off the early morning game, 9:30. So get this, Sunday morning, 9:30, when you wake up, you get a chance to see if one of your legs is still up and running by 1 o'clock. So give me the under Denver versus Jacksonville. Give me the Cowboys covering that 9.5 against Chicago. Give me Buffalo laying 11.5. I told you how excited I am with the Bills. And give me the under with the 49ers in the Los Angeles Rams.
All right, that is the two-time champion, dropping champion-level picks as usual. B-Mac, thank you so much. Let's go ahead and recap those picks. All right, we're going with 2 unders and 2 favorites. B-Mac is not afraid to lay the points, like the Cowboys minus 9.5 and take the Bills minus 11.5. This is a huge parlay at plus 1,228. A $25 wager will get you $307. For more of B-Mac, be sure to check out his podcast, All Things Covered. He and Pro Bowl cornerback Patrick Peterson break down all the latest across the NFL, and they're joined by some of the biggest names in sports each and every week. All Things Covered podcast, download and subscribe today.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.